This is part 5 of Genshin history done quickly, and focuses mainly on the Cataclysm. I would love to go into the history of Shanshnaya, however, the history of this region is still quite unknown. Now we do have a little bit of experience from Nodcry, but there's very much that still we're in the dark about. However, we do know that the leader of the Snowland Fae, Bailey Tazar, emerged as a first Cryo Archon during this time. The Archons, now all having ascended, cement their positions, and any gods who refused to live under their rule fled to islands in the Dark Sea, becoming evil gods. They form a tradition of Archons travelling to Leawood to gather together. This was started by Venti. Sometime after the Archon War, the twins fall into Teyvat while travelling between different worlds in their spaceship. The sibling loses their memory somehow and is taken in by the people of Conria, and hailed as an individual who will save them from disaster and lead them to a great future. It's still unknown how the sibling came out of the spaceship, not much is known about how or why, but the Conria and the involvement of the Sinners result in the invasion of the world by the Abyss. This is a ripple effect across Teyvat. In the midst of the destruction, Derodith, a citizen of Conria, meets the sibling and shows them a key. This is the key to the hibernation chamber of the twins' spaceship, which causes the sibling to remember the traveler and abandon Conria to wake up their sibling. Together, the twins attempt to flee the world and are met with Asmodee, the Shade of Space. The twins battle against the Shade but ultimately lose the fight. The sibling is trapped within the cube, while the traveler is trapped in an additional cube but falls asleep for 500 years. Between the time the traveler wakes up and the game begins and now, quite a lot happens. The first Cryo Archon is slain, and the Saritsa, his daughter, ascends as a new Cryo Archon. Duvalin slays Durin, but is corrupted during the fight and falls into a deep slumber. Egeria was slain at Tunyi Hollow, but Greater Lord Duca Devada used her consciousness to create the Amrita, purging the Abyss of the Sands. Greater Lord Ruka Devada, in an effort to purge all memory of herself and forbidden knowledge from Teyvat and Irminsul, disappears and creates Lesser Lord Kusanali from a branch of Irminsul to be her next incarnation, leaving with the clue, "Let me be forgotten." Devastated at the war with the Abyss, Mavwika devises a plan in Natlan. The tribes would rebuild for 500 years, and then the Wyo would select 6 new heroes to expel the Abyss for good. Mavwika, trusting that no one else can complete this journey, decides to sacrifice her life to the flame and travels 500 years into the future.